Hi, I chose five different concepts to talk about in my presentation. I chose childhood, age, innocence, and agency. Um, Before talking about what connects them to each other, I like to share their definitions. So for child, I said a young human who's biologically underdeveloped. And for childhood, I said this is a stage where particular ideas and beliefs that a specific culture has about children and how they should be seen and perceived affect children's lifestyle. And age, the length of time that has been passed since the birth of a person. And an innocence, absence of any wrongdoing both in religious, legal, and societal contexts, or purity uncorrupted from the evils of adults. And then lastly, agency. I said the ability to act independently and to make your own decisions for yourself. So when it comes to their connection, I chose child as kind of like the main concept that connects all these things together, like kind of brings them together and has a direct connection with the concept of a child. Both like childhood, age, innocence, and agents have a direct connection with the concept of a child. So when it comes to their connection, I said childhood is directly connected with the notion of a child because it affects how a child should live and how we should see and understand these young humans who are still underdeveloped physically and mentally, which leads to practices, laws, and policies around children in specific cultures or nations. And when it comes to age and child, I said age is the most crucial concept that has a direct connection with the notion of a child because the length of time that has passed since our birth is also an indicator of where we are when it comes to our biological body. And as we age, we become less of a child and get closer to the notion of adulthood. When it comes to child and innocence, these two concepts, I said is innocent is a concept that has been associated with being a child for a long time. Children are seen as innocent because of their lack of wrongdoings in their early stages of life. They also become less innocent as they grow and commit wrongdoings. And then when it comes to child and agency, agency is not a concept that is known to be associated with the notion of a child, at least in Western culture. In our Western culture, we don't see children as being capable of making their own decisions. However, in some cultures, children grow faster due to the environmental needs and gain more agency in the early stages of their lives. Nevertheless, the agency of a child has been a controversial topic among many. When it comes to the connection that agency, innocence, and age has with childhood, um, I said that certain beliefs that a particular culture has on age, innocence, and agency will affect how they see childhood or how a child gets to be treated and act during the early stages of their life. For example, if a specific culture believes that children should have more agency, then laws that they will give to children's be more independent. Will make them more independent, and ultimately affect how a child lives her or his childhood. When it comes to age and innocence, um, in most cases, innocence is measured by the age of a child. The younger you are, the more innocent you are seen, and vice versa. That's why children are seen as more innocent. And when it comes to age and agency, in most cultures, children gain agency as they age, or certain responsibilities and freedoms are given to them based on their age. Some cultures, they believe that children grow a lot faster, so they give children more responsibility as well as agency, but it can be different. Depends on the culture, really. And lastly, innocence and agency. These two can be a bit in the odds of each other because when you think about it, if children are being are seen as innocent, it means that they're naive and still don't know how bad this world can be. So should we trust them to make their own decision about the world, or are we wrong about children being innocent? Are they only innocent because we let them to be that way, because we are keep trying to keep them away from knowing anything that can affect them negatively, um, or like if we let them know about this stuff that's going on in the world, negative stuff that's going on in the world, will they be able to make their decisions better? And that's it. That's the end of my presentation.